from what I know of you, you, I already knew you were an activist because I've seen we're friends, but we've corresponded. We've had arguments about philosophy and things, but I noticed that no matter how much we argue about philosophy and things, you're more than just a philosopher. You're also a community worker, and I know that. And you're connected to a lot of people in South Africa that I know that are artists and things. So this movement is growing, and you've even influenced me, and you've taught me so much today that I'm going to start doing more research to add. But what I've noticed that in South Africa, not in the US, maybe
Yeah,
back in the day of Basquiat. I don't think Basquiat's movement of artists was a true proper revolution because I think it was based on capitalism. But what you guys
sure,
have
sure.
going on is kind of like what was going on in New York when a lot of those guys like Basquiat were coming together. So what I'm saying is that South Africa right now, especially the cities in South Africa, is the only place I see in the world right now, and I've lived in the US, where there's actually a true artistic, philosophical, spiritual movement. And I'm not exaggerating because
Yeah,
and the reason I think so is because South Africa has a strong, I'm not going to say communist, but it has a strong activist left movement, which started with the ANC. The ANC has changed, but in a country, it is one of the only countries on African soil that had white settlers. And I think that's why there's activism there, because once you go through that type of conflict, it leads to beauty. I'm from Nigeria. Nigeria doesn't have the same problem. Nigeria had colonialism, but the British were in Britain and we were
yeah,
there.
yeah,
But you guys were there. So you guys are radical. That's the proper word. But radical is not a bad word because radical means that we have to change things. Like you said, with art, we have to change the world as we know it to overcome what Black Death is. I'll let you expound on what I said, then we'll focus on the Dumile Feni's art. Thank you. Okay.